See if this is working. Oh, nice, it's working. Cool. Hello, everybody. We're gonna figure out what I'm doing today. No idea. Something. Hopefully productive. Let's see. So, I'm either taking this coat I want to take in, or work on like cutting out Inuyasha, because I put that off for like, I don't know, a million months. Or I could start puff painting my like OC look for Jack Frost. Oh, thank you. I wear this a lot. It gets a lot of traction. It's a nice sweater. I also kind of want to order Panera. I don't know. Choices. Yeah. I'm thinking, so this is the coat that needs to be puff painted. I was like, maybe I'll do this. But that's a lot of work. It might be easier if it was on the dress form. Then I can't use the dress form for like 8 hours until this thing dries. Whose scissors are these? I think these are Liz's. Oh, maybe that's what I'll do. I don't even know if I have puff paint actually, so I don't know if I can do this. Hello. Maybe we'll start with the thing I know I have to do, which is this number. Oh god, the light. So bad over here. Maybe this will help. So take this in. So maybe I'll teach you guys how to, so this has to be altered basically, is all it needs to, because it just doesn't work for me. So, why is this so bright? Why are you so bright? It's gotta be because this is so dark. What if this wasn't here? Oh, it's totally this. I hate this thing. Oh no. Alright. I'm gonna make it be like kind of out of frame. So it's not as destroying my white balance. Is she? Oh, yep, she's being mayhem over there. So, basically, when you want to take in something that has a lining, it's a lot trickier than if you just want to take something that doesn't have a lining. What we're going to do, this white balance is going to be awful. Oh, good God, alright. Maybe that's better. Find the bottom of said garment. And if it doesn't have a middle seam, you're going to kind of guess. That's what I do, at least. And then you're going to de-stitch all of this. Thank you. This is my, like, everyday makeup. Can I help you? Do you want to help? You just want to sit in my lap. I know. Go ahead. Come on. I know, but I gotta de-seam things. You can hang out, but I still have to de-seam things. It's just how it's gonna be, man. Go ahead, just sit. I know, life is so hard when you can't have pets. But if I pet you all day, then I wouldn't have the money to exist and pet you. Someone has to make the money in this relationship. So, since you're not making any money, I will do it. Yes, Negan is named after Negan from The Walking Dead. And then I'm pretty sure for Liz's other cat, Frank, is named after the Punisher. Ma'am, I'm busy. Ma'am. Cat, well, she just stares at me. She knows. She's like, if I stare long enough, she'll feel guilty and pet me. And I'm like, yes, you're correct, but ma'am, what if you just laid there? What? Ma'am. She's just staring. Right? So yeah, I was like, day streams are hard for me because I'm like, oh, there's so many other things I need to be doing. I need to be doing product shoots. I need to be doing this and this and this. So streaming's like the last thing on my mind. But I realize most people like day streams because they can actually participate in them because they have normal sleep schedules and whatnot. So I do kind of want to like stream more during the day. But I am so behind on product shoots. So there's like 15 products I need to shoot right now, I think. Maybe there's more. There's at least 15. That I'm going to try and get done by the end of the month. So expect a lot of $1 photo sets for you guys to peruse. One of my snakes is a red-tailed boa, and then one of my snakes is a blue-eyed Lucy, and then, which is a python, or a ball python, and then Aslan, my douchebag noodle, is a carpet python, but he's an albino carpet python. What do you want? Do you want to be in the jacket? Maybe? Okay, have fun. Do whatever you desire, ma'am. I'll just be here trying to be productive. Oh, hello, welcome to the live for the first time. They're not very exciting. I kind of just, they're a lot more exciting when Liz is here, but today we're being productive, which means there's no adult beverages and no fun cooking disasters. I might make a bagel. I haven't had lunch yet. So once you have like it doesn't have to be super big. So I usually make it about this big. See this hole between the lining and the thing? And then, unzip time. Come here, why are you so tall always? So this is actually a broken body form I got for like super cheap, because body forms are really expensive. And I just fixed it with like some PVC pipe and a cover I bought from Amazon. And it's just not really all that adjustable anymore. But it's fine. It's fine. It does its job. Away with you. It's remarkable how much darker everything is when this garment is not in the frame. She is the best craft assistant. Where did that hole go? There you are. And then basically like, what is this? And then I go from the bottom, I grab the collar, and I just invert him. Woo. Invert. Wow. Oh, there's a little fluff on you. Well, thank you. I'm actually altering a store costume, I guess you would call it. It was like a gift someone sent me, and it was supposed to be for Thandril, but I don't like the color. But it was a gift, so you know, you're like, oh, someone bought this for me, I want to like make use of it. Also, most store-bought costumes, they're so poorly hemmed, or they don't use the right scissors. Like, this is technically a brocade, so it should have been cut with like a serrated edge so it didn't pull and stuff like that. It was not, so as you can see, it's like falling apart. We're gonna fix that. It'll be a good time. Either way, I'm going to be making this into a like OC kind of pitch costume from Rise of the Guardians. I am so sorry about that. I hope your day looks up, because that is terrible. Trust me, I know all about losing family members, and it is terrible. Promise you, it gets easier as time goes on. Not much easier, but easier. Or, you know, you visit their grave, like, every week, and you talk to them. Pretend like they're not dead. But that's not what I do. At all. But if you do, it's totally normal. I promise. Where is the bottom of this? Goodness. Alright. So this looks like they've darted it on the shoulder. That's where it is. Okay, I figured it out. We're going to remove that dart, because that makes it a little bit more complicated to hem. Well, maybe you could get away with it. Do I ever think I'll have a subscribe option on here? You know, that's a goal. I'd really like to, but that would require me to actually make a schedule and adhere to it. We'll see. Maybe one day. Alright, figured it out. I think this is the side seam. Looks promising. It is. Alright, so once we've found the side seam, which is what I'm going to be taking in, you gotta kind of locate the waist. Depending on where I want to take in the waist of this, so that's going to be my main. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to remove this darting. It's in my way. Darting the shoulders just kind of keeps it where it stays in place, and you don't get bunchy shoulders where the lining sits, but it's fine. I'll redart it later by hand. A lot of the times, while I prefer to make costumes from scratch because I prefer the fabrics to be my choice and whatnot, and I want it to be like form fit, getting costumes online and altering them is cheaper, which doesn't seem like it is, but it can be a lot of the times, especially for like elaborate costumes with like really fancy fabrics, because fancy fabrics can be like upwards of like $60 a yard, and makes so little sense to me, but it's just fine. It's just fine. We live in a very expensive fabric land. So you have multiple options when it comes to hemming sleeves, like if you want to bring them up. If you want to bring them up, you usually have the option of de-seaming this part and then cutting it and then re-seaming it. But I don't really want to bring it up, so what I might end up doing is simply following this seam line on the inside, as if it's like two whole pieces. So you're going to follow all the way up that side seam into the armpit area and then underneath, which is a very lazy way of taking something in, because normally you should unseam the shoulder. But I am skipping that step because I don't feel like doing it. Just make sure that the seam that you have also leads to the shoulder, or else you're gonna have a bad time later. Alright, so this seam leads to this sleeve, and this seam leads to this sleeve. So you're just gonna pin in a circle and sew in a circle. It'll be a good time. I don't know if this helps at all, because I can't even tell if you can tell what I'm doing. Ma'am, you're falling. I know. You're getting kitty hair all over my leggings. Go ahead. Pins. Where are pins? Pins. So this is technically was a store-bought Fandral costume, but for some reason it's black. It was just like, I guess, a creative choice they took on it, but it was a gift someone bought for me last year, mid-year, because I was like complaining about like my Starlight progress, which is one of the outfits I'm working on for Thandril. So instead, I'm going to repurpose this into Pitch from Rise of the Guardians. We're going to try. We're going to see if it works. It'll be a good time. And by a good time, I mean internal suffering, probably. Man, I cannot pet you. I am trying to be a productive human. Do you understand? No, she does not understand. She's like, I sit and lap, I get pet. This is how this exchange works. She wins everything. Liz is actually at work. She's gonna get mad because I'm laying this fabric on her. She's gonna be like, ugh, what is this? I requested pets and I've gotten no pets. I've just got bullshit. Hello to your doggo. So what I'm gonna actually do is pin the outside of this, not the lining, just basically the outside of the coat itself. And then reverse it again, try it on, see if it fits, and then if it does, re-reverse it, pin it again on the, what do you call it? On the lining as well, from the same distance, then sew it, then unpin it, and then, before I cut the excess, try it on, make sure it actually fits all together. And then if it does fit, you can cut off the excess and then either serge it or zigzag stitch the edges. I can't figure out how to make my serger work, so we're just gonna zigzag this edges. Ow. She's so mad. She's like, fine. Gish costume. You know, there's actually quite a few Gish and Impact characters. I was like, but I would actually kind of like to play more and figure out who I actually want to be. But I'm so behind on like characters I want to be from video games because I still want to be Hades, and that's not popular that much anymore. But I'm like super behind. I also want to be Link. His sword mocks me from the closet, from the sword closet. It's like, you could be Link, but you're playing. And I'm like, I know. Trust me, I know. You know, I have thought about making Faith a costume, but she doesn't even like to wear sweaters. Like, you put her in a sweater and she just falls over and acts like you've killed her. She's so dramatic. She's just like, no, the end of the world is nigh. You've put me in a kitty sweater. Oh, thank you. The hard thing about, like, keeping up with trends is I want to do things I want to do all the time, and I was like, but then there's also this like kind of, I guess, I don't know if it's like a stigma or just kind of like a expectation of cosplayers who like create content to just do what's popular at the time, and I was like, I don't want to be the Grinch, and I want to be Rise of the Guardian characters, even though I don't think anyone cares about it. I was rereading, so have you guys seen Rise of the Guardians before I even asked the more ridiculous questions? Okay, cool. So a majority of you have. There's actually a book series that they're based on. Do we know this? Okay, cool. So the books are actually kind of what I want to go more into, because I don't know who I was talking. I was talking to one of our friends, and I was like, "Yeah, like it would be really cool to do a photo set of Pitch and his daughter, which is Mother Nature." That's all I'll tell you from that point, because the rest of it is like kind of a spoiler if you do want to read the books. But they were like, Pitch doesn't have a kid, and I was like, actually, Pitch does have a kid and did have a wife, you know? So, I don't know. I feel like the movie really did his character dirty, because they didn't explain enough into why he was the way he was and whatnot. They kind of just synopsised it, and I was like, no. I wanted more, and then did not get more, which is fine, but whatever. I always think about things, I'm like, what if I did a stream series where I just read you guys books? And then I was like, nobody wants to listen to you read books. Nobody. Promise you. No licking. You're falling through my legs, ma'am. I know. I'm pinning this coat to try and tailor it to work for a costume it was not meant to be. Let's have a dragon baby. That might be cool. I was born in America. I was also a military baby, so we've moved a lot. I've gotten to see a lot of different cultures, which is kind of neat. Lived through a lot of different places. Don't ask me how the place that I got stuck in the longest is Florida. I don't know. I can't tell you. An unfortunate circumstance. Truly. I wonder if I could, like... Nope, that's as low as the frame goes. Ooh, what did you guys do? I guess watching me pin isn't very exciting, but... I'll just pin higher. That'll work. What am I gonna post on YouTube next? A Baku Deku CMV. And then immediately after that, a Dramini CMV. And then after that, a Q&A. Thank you. I think our next very big project, and another reason I'm trying to stream a little bit more, so I can do affiliate things and like do streams to raise money, because we want to do a really extensive Batman CMV. Like, it's gonna be like super dramatic. It's gonna be like Dark Knight-esque. Oh, ugh. Hate when people pin through sticky shit with pins and then put them back in the thing. Because if you pin through, like, you know Velcro with the sticky back, if you pin through that, it gets on the pins, and then your pins will ruin your fabric. It'll pull threads. So don't do that. Have a sticky pin box and a not sticky pin box. Let's see if this is somewhat the same. Should have measured this slightly a bit more before I started being chaotic with it, but that's fine. The unfortunate part about doing this method is I can't use the dress form as kind of like a basis for how much needs to be taken in on each side. So you kind of have to eyeball that part. Ugh, I hate when pins fall out and I just like, what if I didn't stay where I was supposed to? Liz is fine. Liz is at work. We met at a convention on an escalator. Alright, man, you gotta move. I know, life is so hard. What if you lay on the... over here? I know, but I have to figure this... if this works. Where are you going? You're in the whole stream, ma'am. Are you gonna sit there? What are you doing? Come over here. Thank you. Okay. And then very, very carefully you have to flip this all the way back inside out. She's such a drama queen. Okay, let's move this way a little bit. See if this actually fits better. It's not gonna fit very well because I have no binder on, but we're gonna figure this out. Ugh, no stabby boys. My least favorite. This is always an adventure. Stabby, stabby, stab. Okay, not bad, not bad. Definitely needs to be taken in here, because if it fits with titties, it's not going to fit without titties. But, not bad. Okay, okay. I'm getting a little stabbed, it's fine. Alright, nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is for a pitch costume. From Guardians of the Galaxy. Wait, Rise of the Guardians. Wrong one. I should do the other part of this pinning. Or I could order Panera. Thanks, guys. That's a great idea. What year did I do my first cosplay? That was like that I did my first costume, because like actual, so it's so hard because like I've been doing costuming for a lot of years, but it's always been like, you know, where you do like a really crazy project for Halloween kind of thing, or you go to a nice event during Halloween, you do crazy costumes for all of October, whatever. As for like actual conventions, early 2005, I think. 2005, no, 2015, sorry, Jesus, or 2014, I am not sure. I think it was 15 or 14, really old, so, a while ago. Synopsis. Panera delivery. I am being productive. I pinned that thing in, I don't know, how long have we been on here? Let's see. I don't know. Some time. A pretty unproductive amount of time, if I do say so myself. I've only been live for 40 minutes. It's already pinned. Has to be repinned, but you know. So my hero Kirishima is made of foam and Warbler, which is horrible to wrap foam, like complex foam shapes with Warbler. But I do it every time. I don't know why. My Bakugan gauntlets are also foam wrapped in Warbler. But if you're willing to try and you understand that, like, if you mess up, it's like a very expensive mess up, then it's a pretty good durability option. Otherwise, just foam is great. I also suggest getting Lawrence's tutorial, like his pattern, because you can get a whole pattern. You just follow his instructions, because he makes YouTube videos, and then you have a whole thing. The Warbler part isn't on his tutorials, but everything else is. So if you're fine with just using foam, you just do that. Started on 18. Do I know deaf hand language? I do not. I'm so sorry. If there is a way, actually I'll type that because for anyone else in the chat though, if there's a way for closed captioning, let me know and I'll figure out how to do that. I'm still kind of on like the baby OBS. I haven't even moved over to, I have OBS Studio, I think it's called. Just haven't figured out how to set it up, so. A gender-bent Aaron from Attack on Titans. What do you need a recommendation for? I haven't done Attack on Titan costume in like 3 or 4 years, but I used to make all the straps. Like I'd make different color straps for each holiday. Like I did like a Christmas set of the maneuvering gear and then regular brown ones with leather, and then I've made them out of lace and I've made them out of like trims and stuff. I could make a tutorial on that if you guys were interested. It's super basic, but it might be helpful for some. My favorite restaurant, Mambo's. It's like a Cuban cafe. Really like it. I forgot about Panera. Yeah, she's just licking herself over here. She's mad. She's not getting attention. She's having a hissy fit. So I have a bunch of ideas for like a tattoo for Inuyasha. It's mostly like me deciding whether I want to keep with like the animal kind of aesthetic, like how I have Kurama, like the Nine Tails, and then I was like the dog form of Sesshomaru would be super cool. But I also would be super happy with like kind of just a incorporation of like Inuyasha and Sesshomaru. Like just something that like represents both of them. don't know. Maybe they're swords. So I'm not just choosing like one or the other. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Cannot get tattoos right now, so. I don't know when the Bakudeku video will be posted. Probably by the end of the month. Hopefully by the end of the month. We have to edit it on a new program that we're not used to because we didn't realize we'd shot it in HDR and we shot it in RAW, so it doesn't actually. We used to use like an Adobe processor. It does not work, like, because we used to edit on the phone. Now we have to edit this not on the phone, and we're like, how do? So it's a learning process for us, definitely. When did I get my first tattoo, or what? I got my first tattoo when I was 16. I think it was actually 15 or 16. It was like some like, what? It definitely wasn't from a tattoo parlor. What? She's like, you're not being productive, so you know what that means. Why are you just screaming? What? What? My first tattoo was a rose and a clef and a music bar. I tease so I separate what I want to be the bangs, and then I tease it like crazy, and then I tease it up, and then I just, with very carefully, just smooth only the outside into like a little swoop. So the inside's kind of still tangly, but it keeps that height, and then you get those like anime style bangs. I know. But I'm gonna have to take a Benadryl, man. I'm actually allergic to cats. Fun fact. Breaks my skin out pretty badly. Like, I just get kind of like red in it. Like, you get like red patchy blotches. But I really like cats, so the universe was like, screw you. Let's order something from Panera. You're such a baby. This baby. Actually, no, AJ takes her upstairs so she can't sleep with me. She sleeps with him. So my jawline, like, in some, like most angles, looks like fine, but like it's just also like knowing how to like place your face and where to contour. So usually I just contour underneath here to like accentuate it. But I know. Be over here. I know. But I have to have two hands to order. Fred is upstairs. He's sleeping probably. I do have my snakes. They're very like I usually don't take them out very much during the winter because it's super cold in the house. And they're not very like keen on the cold. But their like little enclosures are super warm. I keep their enclosures around like 80 to 85, so they're toasty, but the house itself gets really, really cold because we have high ceilings. No, I don't have a face workout per se. I know there's like a thing, like I've seen some people recommend it. It's like a jaw exerciser. I think you can go like this and exercise your jaw. I don't know if it actually works, but it might be a cool thing to look into. Yeah, I'm not getting anything done, and I'm not. Look at me. I will give you so much love later, okay? Are we gonna sit here? You're gonna hurt yourself. There's a de-seamer there. Alright, she's just gonna sit here and pout. Did I cut my hair? No, it's still super long. It's like past my butt now. It's just in like a crazy bun right now. It's so much. It's kind of just like a pile, really. Ugh, now there's little kitty hairs on my face. Man, too many little kitty hairs. And sneeze. Alright, we're fine. Oh, thank you. I have so many allergies. Cat hair and dog hair are one of them. Dog hair is actually worse, weirdly enough. Something about the dander of dogs affects me a lot more, which is unfortunate because, like, Winston, Jules' dog, comes over a lot. You guys can see my mess. It's still, like, very long. Look. Too much hair. It makes doing anything kind of terrible because it's just very big all the time. And then it like makes my face very white. The white balance is just not there. But if it's back, like the white balance is better, which I'm like, alright. I look like a teen mom. Thanks, I guess. So messy. Can I help you, ma'am? Why are you so angry? Why are you grumpy, lady? Thank you. It's a lot of makeup. to be on. Oh look, it's so much more put together looking. Look, I look less messy now. Yeah, I actually used to dye my hair all the time. I used to add purple hair up until like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I just got tired of dyeing all of my, the insides of my blonde wigs purple and my pillowcases purple, so I just let it grow out. Technically, all of your hair follicles are dead. It's accumulation of dead skin cells that form with keratin to become hair. But in the terms of, is it fried? Nah, not really. My sewing machine. Because I love this machine. I would like to upgrade it to the one that embroiders, but it's too expensive, so we'll stick with my child. Hello. Alright, maybe we'll get through this. Search. Delivery. I always make the mistake of doing pickup, and then I'm like, shh, crap, to go pick this up. We deliver there. Leave at door. This is at work, actually. We're actually supposed to be pinning this, but I'm ordering Panera right now. But when I'm done ordering Panera, I'll go back to working on that. I like all kinds of music. As long as it's not hyper repetitive or like too jarring to the ears. This is gonna be a pitch costume. It is eventually will be a pitch costume. What am I getting from Panera? That's a good question. Probably a you pick two. How long will my Christmas tree be up this year? Probably not past February, but, you know, last year was up till July, so we'll figure it out as we go. My roommates will probably kill me if it's up past March, though. I will say that much. Fun fact, they actually came and they dropped off my food, took Emily's food back, and I'm hoping they didn't deliver it to her and they just, you know, took it back to the restaurant. But who knows? They came back with my food though. Oh, good God. I gotta change my ringtone. I love spooky, scary skeletons, but it scares the shit out of me when someone calls me. Why is this so bright? I don't... There's gotta be something that will light balance the heck out of this. There we go. The lighting is so much different. I need a webcam that just can handle, I don't know, my skin tone. I would go to a convention in another country, definitely. What's this music? The royalty-free music is a whole adventure every time. Nah. Me and Liz are so close, like, probably the human I'm the closest to, so nothing is weird between us, ever. Can I smile? Sure. Panera time. Maybe a grilled cheese. Who doesn't like grilled cheese? Okay, this one's kind of a vibe, actually. You know, we've talked about it, but the hard part is I want to move somewhere that isn't Florida, but it would be so cumbersome because on top of like all of the cosplay boxes I have here, I have a whole storage unit of stuff. Like me myself moving anywhere, I would probably need like 2 or 3 rooms just to have like right now I take up the corner of the living room, I take up basically one whole front room, I take up my room, and I do most things in the side room. And like, which is fine because we live in a 4-bedroom, 3 recreational room house, not including the kitchen. But moving into anything smaller is going to be rough for me. Oh, thank you. Hello, Brazil. Places I would really like to live are either New York or like, I just want somewhere with seasons, really. But it has to be on the coast because I have to be within driving distance of a beach. Just because I've always been within driving distance of a beach and I don't want to live somewhere where there's like no large body of water. I have so much cosplay stuff. On top of cosplay stuff, I have so many like just like clothing from when I was like working as a model, and then from all of like the product shoots I do, and I'm like, I just need to do giveaways. I keep telling myself I'm gonna do giveaways, but I don't have time. I was like, where do I have time? I need more days, more hours in the day. I have thought about outside the US, but currently with all the crap I own, it would probably be out of the realm of possibility unless I downsized like a lot. But our family's from like multiple places overseas, so there's a lot of options I have when moving, but I don't know if I'd want to live anywhere they live or if I'd want to like try somewhere new. Bye. I'm sorry your heart hurts. Bye, have a good day. That's accurate, yeah. Right now, like, until people start, like, getting smart and taking this seriously, I don't think I'm going anywhere outside of the country. Unfortunately. Yeah, I've been trying to order Panera for like 20 minutes. I'm indecisive. I don't know what I want. One season. I'll turn this down. It's so high. Oh, you still can't see her. She's asleep on my lap. There's a little Nia. Hello, Nia. Say hello to the camera. The camera. So we really do want to make merch. It's just I've been looking at like a few different options. We probably won't do like clothing just yet until we can like figure out manufacturers and things like that. And also like we just don't have the room to store like stock of that right now. But who knows? Maybe we'll do like a Redbubble thing. I don't think I think Redbubble's kind of overpriced though. So I have no idea. I have not had a hot chocolate bomb. Beanies might be fun, because you could just get one size of those. Oh, I definitely would, just because I myself, I'm a large human. Not so much in the, like, just that things never are long enough for me at all, ever. So I understand the pain of having to figure out something. Also, like, my thighs are like 25 inches around each, so getting into anything is a time. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's crazy. I feel like things I'd like to make are like charms and like key tags and like beanies would be cool. Maybe bags. I don't know. But I have to figure out a logo. I also have to figure out like a mascot. something that can be like the face of it. Maybe like a cute ghost. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have a lot of future cosplays planned. I'm doing Setsuna, I'm doing Pitch, I'm doing Hades from Hercules, I'm doing hopefully Batman, Inuyasha, Elsa from the second movie, more stuff with Promare, more stuff with IQ, a lot of stuff. More stuff with Boku no Hero, as usual. Man, I have to take a Benadryl. My favorite Disney princess? If Mulan counts, Mulan. If Mulan doesn't count, does Rey count? See, the problem is I don't really like... I don't dislike princesses. I like the princesses, but I'm more drawn to, like, the queens of Disney. Like, I like Maleficent, and I like Elsa. I think they're really cool. Faith is the logo. That's fair. I feel like she's too many colors, though. Because she's like a little splattering of different shades of brown. And white and black and orange. I feel like getting that printed onto anything or embroidered onto anything would be a time. Probably our cosplay names. I don't know. Bye. Fred is the mascot. He's also a bunch of different colors. That's rude. You should tell your brother not to do that. If I don't order now, I will never have food. There's so many options. Why are there so many options? Why is a grilled cheese $7? I've thought about dragons, honestly, because favorite creature of all time. So, might be a dragon. I just love dragons. I love dragons so much, guys. Listen, I saw a fan art and it was like toothless and he was real pretty. And they may or may not have been shipping him with hiccup. Jesus Christ. I was like, why am I brain farting right now on this? And I was like, but they made him a human, and I was like, what am I looking at right now? Would I have kids? Probably wouldn't have kids. If I ever wanted a kid, I would just adopt a kid. I was like, there's too many kids in the world that don't have a parent, that if I really decided I wanted to be a parent, and I could make someone who already exists in this world's life better, then that would be the option I choose. Which, I mean, isn't for everyone, I understand that, but that's what I would do if I came to the conclusion that I wanted a kid. I like how this just looks like a ghost. The background needs to be like pitch black for the white balance to not be insane on my face is ridiculous. Alright, I think I'm going to get this turkey sandwich. Nice. See what's on here. A Yanni lady. Cucumbers, because I am weirdly obsessed with cucumbers. We're adding that to my sandwich. I don't need your judgment if you don't like cucumbers. I do love ghosts. I like ghosts and I like dragons, so those are always like my go-to when I'm like, I would like to draw like a little, what do you call it? Like a, I guess, mascot. And I'm like, a dragon, that's hard. Ghost, easy. I'm a Slytherin. I actually will just eat cucumbers alone by themselves. I'll just slice them and eat them. I don't know why, I've just always really liked cucumbers. What the heck is white bean puree? Interesting. Alright, let's see. I have all these options, things to have. kind of want tomato soup and grilled cheese though. I'm gonna have meals for like the next 5 years. Because I'm just like, but what if I had all these things? Don't order things when you're hungry, guys. It doesn't end well. I'm gonna give him 25% because I'm chaotic and ordering at like 5:30. Who knows? I did it. Took me like 30 minutes, but I ordered Panera. Maybe longer than 30 minutes. I don't really know. Cool. Neat. All right. That is done. Back to pinning. Okay, ma'am. I got a pin. I know. Life is so hard for a kitty, but go over there. Goodbye, nice white balance. Stupid. I'm gonna put that back up there in a second. Are you on my Star Wars sewing box, ma'am? Yay, white balance. Okay. Now that we have wasted lots of time by attempting to order Panera and just dilly-dallying, let's get back to the task at hand, which is taking this in. Kind of looks like a lamp, or a ghost. It kind of looks like a ghost. Look, what's going on? Where you guys want to boot someone? Oh no, I actually, fun fact, I was massively overweight for a couple of years of my life, and then I got bullied so badly that I dramatically lost weight in an unhealthy manner, and then joined a bunch of sports, and that's how I look the way I look today. I have a crazy amount of stretch marks from that, though, by the way. Changing weight super dramatically in a short period of time is so bad for you. Because your body and your skin can't really keep up with it. Ugh, why are you dropping pins everywhere? Ah. Oh my god. I hate pins. I've decided I just wish there was like a locking mechanism. Like you put them in and then they just kind of stay until you need them to not stay anymore. It's not the option here. They're like, what if I just fell out and made your life difficult? Do I have any days of a semblance of a routine? No, not at all. Every day it's something different. Like, it depends on what I need done, like what contracts, deadlines I'm doing that day. Sometimes we just, like, when Liz is over, we'll get these, like, crazy ideas, and we're like, let's go, explore the wilderness. Look for places to shoot. Really, there's just so much chaos that just exists when we're together that it's a little less chaotic when we're on our own because we're a little less likely to just up and go on an adventure. Why is your cat in the washing machine? That doesn't seem safe at all. Actually, no. Our sleep schedule's pretty good now, weirdly enough, because to my luck, Liz's work schedule has her getting up early, which is more like I'm more of like a morning person, so I like to be awake early and then go to bed early. So that's what I've been doing lately. Going to bed around like midnight at the latest, and then getting up at like 6 or 7 in the morning. And then I do all of my like errands for the day or cleaning or whatever I need to do. And then I do cosplay stuff or like contract stuff, whatever has to be done. Or I like edit photo sets for patrons and whatnot. Editing takes me the longest amount of time, I think, of all the things that I do. Just like, it's kind of like when a company reaches out and wants you to do something to promote their company. Where did their pin go? And that's what you use your platform for. It's one of the ways, like, influencers can make a revenue from cosplay. Okay, that side is nicely pinned onto the other side. Use a gel nail polish. Before I did SNS, I used to do gel nail polish because it strengthens and it adds kind of like a layer of protection to your nails and it thickens them. And then just be careful how you remove it. And that was my biggest thing. And then once they're long enough, you can actually get SNS, which is like a dip powder. And what they'll do is just you tell them that you just want to keep your regular nails and just have the dip applied to your regular nails, and they'll put like this liquid and then they'll dip your nails and it'll actually add layers to your nails. And then it'll kind of be like a faux acrylic look, so it looks like super shiny, which is like the gel nail polish, and it looks like super natural. but you don't have to worry about the tips breaking off or anything, because like if you're familiar with how acrylics work, they glue on a tip to short nails, but that tip grows out and whatnot. But dip is a little bit different. It's a little bit better for your nails. They will thank you later on. But also make sure that if you do S&S regularly, that you give your nails a break every few months, or you just go back to like having nothing on them for a week or two, and just be careful with them during that week. Oh, don't cry. That's sad. I don't want to make people cry. The goal is to make people happy. I actually haven't got to play Animal Crossing in so long, unfortunately. Sad lands, because I've just been really busy. I would like to go back to playing it though. I had a lot of fun playing Animal Crossing. This material is so slippery that like drops pins. The pins just keep kind of sliding out, and it's really frustrating to do while also paying attention to stream, so I'm sorry. I'm not paying as much attention to you guys. Just trying to make this even without them falling out. They keep falling out everywhere. Maybe? Okay. Me drops it after I just said it was like having trouble staying pinned. LOL. Okay. This is ready to be sewn. I'm not gonna do that on stream because it's super loud for you guys. What's my favorite cosplay to wear, or just that I've made? I really like Sesshomaru because I think he's beautiful. I love being Bakugo, but I really want to remake parts of his costume. I'm not happy with how he looks. I'm happy with the gauntlets, but that's about it. Everything else I want to change. Oh, thank you. I have not played Animal Crossing with my followers or friends and whatnot. Maybe I will. What are you sitting on and looking at? She looks so large just on my shoulder. So it's a lot of like just being careful with your skin. So I don't sleep in makeup ever. On top of that, like I use a very gentle way of washing my skin after I wear makeup for long periods of time. So like I use like a lotion, and I kind of just like, it sounds so weird, but like a lotion remover, and that gets off most of the makeup. And then after that, I use like the two-step like a two-step wash, which is kind of usually like a cream that you rub on and then you rinse that off, and then it's a water-based cleanser or something. It's like an oil-based cleanser, and then it's followed with a water-based cleanser, I think. But that's after that I wash with if it's still makeup, then I'll wash with like a gentle cleanser, and then I use like a toner, and then a lotion, and a retinol cream for under my eyes. I think Clean at Zero is the balm cleanser. That's like the first part of the cleansing process that I do. I used to use Palms, and I still do really like Palms. I'm just out of it right now, so I've just been using lotion chaotically. I don't think it works the same, but oh well. I like CeraVe more than I like Cetaphil, but that's just personally because I have very sensitive skin, and like some cleansers that work well for a lot of people don't work well for me. I did too. See, I didn't really have a huge facial cleansing method. I used to just, this sounds horrible, I used to just don soap, makeup off, and then put moisture on it and call it a day. And then I was like, I'm getting old. I can't do this anymore. It worked for me when I was a teenager, but God, it was so bad. But I used to use Dawn for a lot of things because I had like a very intense germ issue, and it was like definitely like a something I had to overcome personally. But I would just like look at things and be like, germs. So like super intense antibacterial soaps, or like I was obsessively using them all the time, which is terrible for your natural oils, by the way. Your skin's so fuck. Honestly, yeah, like finding a skincare routine that works well for you is really important. But it takes a lot of trial and error. Right? I was like, this is safe for ducks. It's safe for my face. That was my logic. And then I actually like looked into like the ingredients, and is this really best thing I could be putting on my skin? The answer is no. No, it's not. Because it's not super detrimental, but it's also not doing anything good for me. To be fair, I used to do a lot of chaotic things when I was younger. When I first started cosplaying, I shaved my eyebrows off and I drew them on with Sharpies. Don't do this, kids. Learn from my mistakes. Do not do that. It wasn't until like, I think 2 years in, someone was like, please stop. And I was like, okay, show me how to do this. And I was finally like, alright, okay, so I grew my eyebrows back, and since then I was just like, what if I just didn't change my eyebrow color? Because I tried the covering them, and then I tried the like tinting them different colors, and I have such thick and dense eyebrows that just nothing was working, and I was like, why? I don't care. I don't care enough. I'm just gonna have brown eyebrows with every character for every color hair. And that's how it is now, that these, I just stick with my eyebrows. The Sharpie eyebrows do not look real. But in picture, you can kind of like, they pass, I think. I'd have to go back and look. Back then I thought they passed. They looked like an anime character. Yeah, I think with the slit eyebrow, you kind of have to use like scissors maybe to do that. She's just licking herself on... Stop this. I'm gonna get it all kitty slobbery, ma'am. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like my eyebrows. How tall am I in centimeters? 182 centimeters, maybe? I think. 182 centimeters. No, that's wrong. No, I guess it's right. 182.8 centimeters. I'm trying to figure out my schedule for tomorrow. I have to take Liz's car in because the AC is no longer working again. So that's crazy early in the morning. What highlighter I use? It's Jeffree Star. What is it called? It's like the pressed highlighter he has. And I think the color is Wet Dream. Because all of his colors are ridiculous. I have. I've gone to... I'm supposed to go to Ecuador. But that con fell through. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock in the evening. Best makeup brands I recommend. I use a lot of Morphe just because it's affordable. It works well for my skin. I don't have to mix 2 different colors of makeup for a foundation, which is nice. Which I usually have to do with any other brand because I have a very like olive skin tone. And most makeups are either very orange or very pink. And I don't really fall into that because I'm very yellow. I did go to Mexico. That was a super awesome time for me. Yeah, I wish Jax had a Morphe store as well. The closest one is Orlando, so you have to actually do a whole trek to get anything or order it online. We actually have not done the Christmas tree thing, but the tree is not coming down until we do it. But I want to do it at her place because the last 2 years we've done it has been at her place. So we'll see if we can actually do that, because we have to get into those characters and then also, I guess, be productive of some sort as well. But it will happen. I promise you. Let's see. Figure out what this is doing. Oh, I can track my delivery. Yes. When my food gets here, I'm gonna get off stream and eat. Maybe I'll stream again after I eat. And after I sew that. Because I want to sew this off stream. Just so it's not like you don't have to listen to the thing. But we'll figure that out when I'm closer to that. Ma'am, I need this box. I know, life is so hard. I have so much cat hair just matted onto the top of this. Dear Lord. Everything is Faith's. Yeah, basically. She's like, what if I just lay it on all of your things? That'd be cool, right? Good night. How tall am I? 6 feet. They are stormtroopers. They got like little stormtroopers and then some little Darth Vaders. And the inside has like Leia and C-3PO. It's really cute. She got mad and went upstairs. She was like, how dare you? That's funny. I should have got coffee today. I'm trying to like cut myself down on like getting coffee outside of the house and just making my own coffee, but it's not the same. It just hits different. It's fine, I'll make coffee later. Lint rollers, and if that doesn't work, tweezers. But for the most part, lint rollers work really well. I think every iPhone is overpriced. Do I still get them? Yes. Because I do most of my filming on the phone, and I'm just gotten so used to like how all the apples work, because when I was still at my old job, all of our products were Apple products. So I just got super accustomed to them, so I've just stuck with them since. This piece of hair is just like out. What's the new Starbucks latte flavor? I would go to Ireland for a con, definitely. I love Ireland. I've been to Ireland a really long time. Liz has still refused to play Among Us with me, but it is fine. I play Among Us with other people. One day she will play it and she'll be like, wow, this is amazing. Let's cosplay this. And I'll be like, ah, yes, my time has come. Which is usually how most things go for me when I want Liz to do something. Pistachio. Interesting. Why am I so blurry? Is that just my eyes? Travel. I miss traveling so much. I hate staying in one place for too long. I don't mind living in one place for a really long time, but like being in one place for too long, I get stir crazy. I like to travel at least like once a month. It used to be, and being stuck in this house for a million months has been rough. Bye. Just punch the camera. I was just like, yes, abuse the camera. Thank you. Any advice for coming out? Like to yourself? Or your friends? Or what, to parents? Like, my whole opinion on coming out is such a personal thing that I don't think you, like, if it is safer for you to not come out to, like, family members, then I just wouldn't. Like, it's not their business. As ridiculous as that sounds, it's really not. I was like, I didn't come out to my parents until I was already moved out. What is the song playing in the background? It is called Calm Before the Storm by Rebel Scum, Danny King, and Centrix. I just feel like it's so strange that people feel embarrassed by, like, you shouldn't feel embarrassed by who you find attractive. Like, if it's another human being, it's nobody's business. Like, literally, so what if you're a girl that likes girls? Or, like, any of the equations where it's not, like, the normal hetero nonsense. Like, it doesn't matter. Who are you hurting? Nobody. I have never understood why, like, it mattered. Even when I was younger. I never, like, brought it up because I just kind of observed and I was like, what is there to approve of? Like, the only thing I could ever, like, see is that, like, one of the things that, I personally, found to be an issue was, like, they're like, oh, well, getting married and having babies and blah, blah, blah. But I want to adopt, so the gender of my partner does not matter. Also, it's none of your business what I do with my life. And I think that is very important to know that while it seems like life is so small of a box, that once you are an adult and you move out, all of the choices you make are completely your own. You get to live however you want to, and living under the scrutiny of someone who won't accept you for the way you are, it's not worth it. Like, just be happy, because, like, you're gonna get older and you're gonna be like, wow, I wish I did this when I was young. I wish I was happier earlier in life. Um, but instead you were trying to appease someone with, like, a very closed-minded idea of how and who you should be able to love, and I think that's dumb. You don't. I feel like, so a lot of people are like, oh, you're too young to know what you want in life. I feel like I learned really quickly that I found women attractive, um, but that it's all a personal experience, definitely. There's some people who don't realize it until later in life, and that's fine too. Yeah, and honestly, you have that option too. Like, honestly, you could just show up to them on holidays or whatnot. If you even want to show up on holidays, give them a phone call, be like, happy holidays, and live your nice gay life, and it's none of their business. If they're homophobic and you still want to keep up, like, I guess, decent context, then just don't tell them. I feel like validation from, like, parents only goes so far. Like, if it's going to detrimentally affect you mentally, then don't do it. Your mental health comes first. It always will. Um, so, like, for example, I'm not a very good, I guess, information or, like, advice giver on this topic, but say you want to transition and you are, like, an adult, um, because it's definitely more complicated if you want to transition and you're still living under your parents' roof and they won't accept it. Um, that is definitely a situational thing. But say you've moved out or you're in college and whatnot and you want to. That is your choice. It is your life. in your body. Like, other people's validation, if it's what will make you feel comfortable in your skin, that's all that really matters. I don't care what anyone says. I don't think that's a good boyfriend. I think that he's afraid of that concept, and that should be something you guys talk about. Yeah, honestly, I was called all kinds of wild things in high school, because I did like every sport, and I was tall, and I was into girls. So don't worry, like every word in the dictionary for slurs about lesbians I've heard, and I'm like, you're not, and so what? Call me all the things you want. I will still hit on women. Have you seen women? Yes. I was like, men who make fun of girls for liking girls are stupid, because obviously they don't understand their own attraction. They're like, I like girl, but other girl can't like girl. I'm like, make this make sense. So you don't find women attractive is what you're telling me? Or you don't think I can find women attractive? Because that's hilarious. Oh, there's so many questions. Oh my gosh. Alright. One Direction. I do like One Direction. Yes, I do support Black Lives Matter. Women are great. Yeah. I have such bad vision. These tiny letters. This reminds me of DDR. That's what the song reminds me of. Yeah, I've just never really understood, because I don't mind religion at all. I mind the intense hatred that comes along with some aspects of religion. The like the very closed-minded viewpoints. I was like, I very much believe that you can be religious and be gay. I don't feel like that should. That's both very personal things, and people don't seem to get that. They're like, this is black and white, and with most things in life, I feel like a gray area is where most people exist, whether they want to admit it or not. I have contacts in, but I also, like, my glasses are bifocal, so, like, because I have an issue with both. So if it's so small letter, so the contacts help for the broad spectrum of everything, but for those very small letters, I probably also need reading glasses. I don't really know. Negan doesn't live here. Negan is Liz's cat. Sure. I'm Wiccan. Um, I was raised Catholic for a good portion of my life, and then somewhere along the line, like, because my mother was also Wiccan, but my father was Catholic, so it was like a very interesting. I tried out a bunch of different things, and but like just everything I grew up with my mother just kind of stuck, and like I vibed with that the most. ASMR videos. What would my ASMR videos be? Thanks, bye. Read to us. Makes the channel and it's just me reading you guys things. You know, I totally would do that. I would be about it. And they were roommates. 5 feet apart. Because they are gay. You're so gay. Gay distance. Do I believe in ghosts? Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits. I believe in that there is definitely a balance to the universe that needs to be withheld. I feel like karma exists. I feel like treat like the whole like do unto others as you would like do unto yourself. That's a good thing. I was like, but I also am very much like harm none, do as you will kind of human being. I was in the essence that if whatever I'm doing doesn't hurt somebody or some like any living creature, I don't think it's an issue, which is probably not always like a belief system people follow, but it's something I've followed always. And if someone's doing something that makes them happy and it doesn't hurt anyone or anything, then it doesn't. There's no need for judgment there either. Thanks. I'll drink some water when I'm done with this. I'm waiting for my food to arrive, and then probably gonna get off for a little bit, eat that, and exist in a happy food land. I'm trying to figure out where my Panera thing is, where it tells you when your food's coming. Reading fan fictions. What am I eating tonight? Tomato soup and a turkey sandwich. I also got a half of a grilled cheese. If I don't finish it, I'll just eat it for breakfast. My order has arrived. Yes. Alright, guys. I think my order's arrived. Let's go find out. We have Panera. I have Panera. Alright, I'm gonna go put this on the ground. Sanitize that. Alright, I'm gonna go sanitize stuff, eat food, sew that straight line on that whole thing, and then maybe I will pop back on. Don't count on it though, because I'm a disaster. But maybe, small maybe, after food and figuring that out. Who knows? If I was any animal in the world, I would be a dragon. If you tell me it doesn't exist, I do not care. I would be a dragon. But, alright guys, thank you for coming. I'll do more lives. I'm going to try to get to affiliate this month. We'll see if that happens. I will do more productive streams where I'm not just sitting here and pinning, and maybe I'll actually create something, who knows. But, bye!